Our new year, a special visit today with local artist and musician Billy S. Billy, I can't thank you enough for not only your time, but for bringing this beautiful painting
my pleasure.
And finishing it up while you're here in the studio. You know, you have had a big impact on the local art scene for many years now.
I guess so, you're right. Okay. I've been here a while doing it. I guess it's 25 years or so.
Right.
I've never really paid that much attention to how long, because I've been enjoying just doing it. So.
Well, and that's the thing about you. You do you.
I guess so. Right. Yeah. It's taken a while, but I've figured out a way to make art, make music, and make a living.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's a pleasure.
It's awesome when that can happen for somebody, when your passion can also be your paycheck, you know? Yeah,
I think it found me. Because I never had art lessons or anything. But
this is a fascinating story. I've heard this story before. This is just a God-given talent you had, and you were in fact invited to audit an art course, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I was what you mean with the art professor?
Yeah.
Well, the wonderful Al Byer, who was the art professor at USC Aiken, a friend of mine at Art on Broad, Kristen, had said, "You need to take your art to this guy." I said, "Okay." So I had a little Avon box from my mom, and and I had a couple of canvases, put them in there, and I walked to his office. I said, "Excuse me, sir, I'm supposed to show you these?" And he said, "You are?" And I said, "Yes, sir." He goes, "Well, let me see them." And so I put him on his desk, and he starts looking at these paintings that I had, practically just done. It was in the first month or so, or two of what I had been painting. And so he goes, "Well, he said, your composition here is so and so and so." And I had a puzzled face, and he goes, "You don't know what that means?" I go, "No, not really." He goes, "Well, just wherever you put stuff." I go, "Oh yeah, where I put stuff is good?" He goes, "Yeah, it's good." So, and Al is a wonderful human being, to not just me, but lots of other artists. And so, but he was very important that I got that credibility from a teacher, a professor, in my hometown. What was great to my parents was that was my sister's college. So, oh, well, if it's your sister's college, he must be legitimate. So, and that was wonderful. That's up at USC Aiken. And so he told me I could come into his class at any time and paint if I wanted to, leave when I wanted to, come and go. If I needed him to help me, he'd help me. And that was influential. That was helpful. I even try to make sure when I see cool art made of any kind, I want to make sure I say, "That's really cool. That's legitimate. You should do more."
Exactly.
Because I learned too, I needed that. I wasn't sure what had happened to me. I had made 10 paintings in this one night.
Yeah.
And woke up in the morning and these paintings were there, and I wasn't sure how I had done it, but they were there. And so I had to just be told, "Dude, this is art. You're apparently an artist."
Now, had you been drinking a lot that night?
No, I did drink a pot of coffee. Yes, I did. And I had some nice music playing and a few candles, but
yes,
so it was conducive. I've learned
you're
supposed to set your atmosphere for what you want to happen.
Right, and then it just happens. It's flow.
Yeah.
That's just flow.
Be ready and expect it. Yeah, but prepare.
You donate a lot of your art in different silent auctions and different fundraisers, and you're so supportive of the art community here. But Billy is more than an artist on canvas. You're also a musician.
Yes, and I'll actually be doing a new record that I started at the end of last year, and the title so far is Lightning Splendor.
Yep.
And it's going to be at least 15 acoustic songs, just me and my guitar.
Right.
So it's raw enough, but we're doing it very professionally. It sounds really good. And so some good happy songs.
You have to be really excited about that.
Yeah, it's a lot of work too. I think I'm more like I get to go tomorrow morning and do some more vocals and then maybe some pre-mixing. But it's work too, but it's fun work, and I enjoy the deadline of it. You've got to be ready.
Yeah.
So I'll be rehearsing my songs tonight. So,
tell me, what is it about an artistic person like yourself? What is it that you just have to express?
Well, I've never really sat to think about, like, oh, I've got to say this. I think what I'm trying to say is love and peace. So you'll see the words a lot in my paintings, but usually the feeling is that.
Is the love and peace.
So I don't know that I have an agenda other than that. And, right, well, there's one of my new magnets, yeah. So, and I'm putting these around town to some people. There's one or two on a flagpole downtown, and I was giving these out through Uli over at
Vintage
Uli downtown. So,
so you
yeah.
can share
so
love.
I always love to
Just
give some love to
give
people.
Some love.
Yeah,
give some love.
And that's just to remind people of that. I mean, and love has to be created. It's not just going to be there. You know, you got to be open to it, and again, you have to make an atmosphere for it.
Something else you say is that you create peace.
Yeah, a lot of times on the back of the painting.
Show love, create peace, which I think is really, really brilliant. Well, I want you to know that you can see Billy this coming Sunday. We have a graphic to show you. Billy S. will be in concert Sunday, January 20th, 2 p.m. at the Morris Museum of Art. And there's no fee for this.
It's going to be me and my guitar, and I'll sing from the heart for you and probably dance around a little bit, and it should be fun, yeah.
And Billy has an Instagram address. You can see it right there. Billy_S_images.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Billy, thank you again for your time.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Thanks so much for bringing this beautiful painting with us. And we'll be right back. That is all the time we have today. Thanks again to Tyrone Butler, Dr. Sharad Gamandi, and Mary Neely for being such interesting guests and sharing their important information. And to Billy S. Billy, you are so talented.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you being here.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I guess we could do that on TV.
I look forward to your show Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
Don't forget, Sunday at the Morris. Hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. And remember, everyone has a story to tell if you'll take the time to listen. Tuesday at 12:30 for Jennie.